The scandalous love affairs of Lord Byron, a poet's dark desires. Some men love with their hearts, others with their souls. But Lord Byron, he loved with fire. And fire, as we know, consumes everything in its path. George Gordon Byron was born in 1788, a child of scandal before he even took his first breath. His father, known as Mad Jack Byron, was a notorious womanizer and gambler, leaving behind ruin wherever he went. His mother, Catherine Gordon, was no stranger to heartbreak, and perhaps it was from her that Byron inherited his tempestuous nature. By the time he came of age, he had already gained a reputation, brooding, darkly handsome, and with an insatiable hunger for love. His first obsession was his cousin, Mary Chaworth. She was older, beautiful, and entirely unattainable, but that only made Byron want her more. She dismissed him as a mere boy, and for Byron, rejection was not just a wound, it was a prophecy. He would spend the rest of his life chasing after love that could never truly be his. As he grew into adulthood, women and men fell at his feet. He was intoxicating. His words could seduce before his hands ever touched skin, and once he did, there was no return. His lovers became possessed, obsessed, unable to tear themselves away, even as he destroyed them. None understood this more than Lady Caroline Lamb. She was wild, untamed, and as reckless as Byron himself. Their affair was a storm. Letters dripping with passion, nights filled with whispered poetry and forbidden touches. But Byron was not a man who stayed. Lady Caroline was not ready to be discarded. She wrote him letters in her own blood, followed him through the streets, and haunted the very air he breathed. Mad, bad, and dangerous to know, she called him, words that would become his legend. But Byron did not return her devotion. He never did. He walked away, leaving Caroline shattered and half mad in his wake. Yet for all his affairs, all his lovers, nothing would ever compare to the greatest scandal of his life, the one that would seal his fate, Augusta Leigh, his half-sister. The whispers had always been there, but whispers turned to accusations when Augusta gave birth to a daughter. The resemblance was undeniable. Was the child his? Byron never confirmed it. Society, however, had already made its judgment. His wife, Annabella Milbank, fled from him, calling him depraved. His reputation, once untouchable, was now drenched in scandal. England turned its back on him. Exiled, disgraced, Byron wandered through Europe, taking new lovers in every city, but never finding solace. He drowned himself in decadence, in pleasure, in the illusion of escape. But something had already begun to wither inside him. His final love was a young Italian countess, Teresa Guiccioli, beautiful, married, and utterly consumed by him. But even she could not save him. Byron's body began to fail him, worn down by years of excess and sorrow. In 1824, at just 36 years old, he died in Greece, far from the grand halls that once echoed with his poetry. He was buried in exile, but his legend, that would never die. Some men love with their hearts, others with their souls. But Byron, he loved with fire, and fire always consumes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. See you next time.